Hello ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome to Warlords, the Homeworld 2 mod that some of you may know, hey, Sins of a Solar Empire, there's Warlords for that, and that's true. But the original Warlords is for Homeworld 2. It's a Star Wars total conversion for this classic strategy game. If you've never played Homeworlds 1 and 2, go on Amazon right now and pick yourself up a copy. Totally worth it. Or if you want to wait a little while, they've got HD versions coming out that are being remade. The original games are actually being remade right now by, the title is owned by the guys who brought you Borderlands 1 and 2. So, alright, let's jump into this. Player versus CPU. There's gonna be a single player, or at least so the mod developer has said, historical battles type thing, but it's not out yet. So right now you have to play against the PC. We'll do a small map and we'll load up some Warlords. Let's do the post Return of the Jedi. Why not? They've got all kinds of options. You can be the Rebel or the Alliance. Now, I don't know how to play as the clones yet, but they have them in the screenshots over on the ModDB page. But let's go ahead and jump into this and start it up. I've got this set on a game of reinforcements. Now what that means is instead of actually building my ships and doing research and actually growing out my like space outpost, I can just hit a button and call ships in instantly. But I still have to do research. So we'll research the TIE fighter, and let's get the platforms going and some turbo lasers. So the way it works, classic Homeworld, the textures aren't bad. This is a mod that came out back in 2007 and is still being updated, which is pretty impressive. All right, research complete. Let's get some ion cannons, some concussion missile launchers, and some corvettes researched. So, let's build us a couple wings of TIE fighters. Now in reinforcements, ships are actually hyper-spaced in, so you don't have to wait for a build time. Check that out.
Research complete. New platforms available for construction.
I love it. The TIE fighters actually look really, really good. Some of the textures are hit and miss on this one, but the TIE fighters look fantastic. And there's tons of them. One of the, if you're thinking of scale in this, if you ever played the games Total Annihilation or Supreme Commander, it's a lot of TIE fighters, and I could build so many more. Then you're thinking the proper scale. And we're talking hundreds of ships on screen. There's one ship, it looks like a little mini Death Star, that launches hundreds of missiles. It'll bring your rig to its knees with how many items it'll actually spawn in, so be real careful when building those. I don't know if I'll actually get to them in this little Spotlight Let's Play, but let's go start some shit with some TIE fighters while we let that research finish up. Hit spacebar, go into the command mode. Got some new fighters. They've got like every fighter you can think of just about. TIE Interceptors, they got Sentinels, we'll build a couple of those. TIE Bombers, I'm sure, in here. There they are. Haven't finished the research on the concussion missiles yet. Avengers, Defenders. So if you've got a favorite TIE fighter, probably in this. Alright, looks like the wings have made it to the enemy base.
Confirmed.
The enemy hasn't spawned anything in yet, but they will, and they're going to do it in force. Now, I don't know if I can actually attack their nav buoy. Let's see if I can.
Attack coordinates locked in.
Research complete. New research available.
Nah, it doesn't look like you can attack it.
Available for construction.
Well, it won't be long before they start pumping out ships to come attack me, so I'm going to pull them back.
Underway.
Because the last time I played this, I actually lost pretty heavily. So you see those TIE Interceptors. Oh yeah, that's cool. The ships are supposed to be balanced to the cannon. Let's see those TIE Sentinels. Haha, that's sweet. That is very cool. So you'll find ships that were crazy powerful in the stories will be crazy powerful in this. Check our research, get some heavy corvettes going, get some turbo laser 2s and some photon torpedoes. I'm working up to the Star Destroyer because that's where I want to get to before this is over. Looks like our enemy hasn't spawned any ships yet or brought them over here. So let's try getting some patrol ships. Put some Guardians and a Corellian picket ship. Let's see what they look like. Different ships are set up for different missions. So this ship, I believe this one is the smallest ship with a capital cruiser sized weapon on it that you can buy. The turrets actually do track. They all have different fire rates, different ranges. Some ships are, like here's the heavy corvette. I love these. I mean, these are my like primary. They've got tons of anti-fighter ship. They've got tons of anti-fighter weapons. It's just bristling with guns. It's great for protecting your resources against fighter raids. So when the enemy brings X-Wings in or Y-Wings, Let's do a Corellian Corvette straight up. Here's the light version of it. Not nearly as many weapons. I think it has more sensors on it, so we can see farther out. So let's move him.
Reporting.
They do have hyperspace too, which they've brought the resource requirement down on hyperspace. You can just
Initiating hyperspace jump.
hit the button, hit J, click where you want them to go, and they'll hyperspace out. But if you're a Star Wars fan and you want a real three-dimensional space RTS, I mean, this is the way to go. It's an old mod, but it's a classic one.
Research complete.
This game still looks pretty good for how old it is. Love me some Homeworld. All right, so research is done. What can we build now? Yeah, look at this. These are all the Star Destroyers. Now, they got the Executor in here. I haven't built that yet. I want it. Titan Cruiser, the Dominator Destroyer, Imperial Star Destroyer 2.
New construction
I just don't know how to make the clone ships. I want to see the Jedi Star Cruiser. All right, let's get these ships moving up here.
Confirmed. Copy.
Has the enemy made a move yet? The enemy has made a move. What do we got? An MC-80? Holy crap. That was fast. These are holy crap, the Rebellion heavy cruisers. The Corellian ships. We need to stall them because they're going to wipe us out. So we're going to move in the TIE fighters
Moving to
and engage them. Last time I played, they didn't build those at all. I don't know what made them build them this time, but we're going to have a couple hundred TIE fighters charge in. Let's clean up the screen real quick so we can see. Look at all that fire.
ship under attack.
Only thing that's going to get through are the TIE fighters. Oh, or not. They're just railing the TIE fighters. Oh, no.
Ship under attack.
Runs great, though. I'm frapsing right now, getting 60 frames per second. Even with this kind of scale of a battle. Wow, they're just building nothing but these MC-80s. So the AI seems to change its tactics. Last time they focused on small ships, whereas this time they're focusing on the largest ships that they can afford. So we need to get some bigger ships out. We also need to build some bombers. So let's get a couple wings of TIE bombers and some cheap old TIE fighters
Further units.
and see if we can do a bit more damage. There's that MC-80. All those TIEs are dead. But TIE bombers, and they've got good descriptions here, slow and heavily armored, the TIE bomber can deliver devastating torpedo attacks. Well, we're going to find out. The MC-80s have really, really good range. They're sniping our TIE bombers out of the air before we even get into range. Luckily, we've got the TIE fighters up front, so hopefully they'll kind of focus their fire on those ships. There's the torpedo barrage.
New platforms available for construction.
How much damage are we going to do?
Under attack.
Damage is a weird thing in this too because they've got shield generators, so you can't really see the damage you're doing until the shield goes down.
I'm hit.
So a tactic may be to have your big ship slug it out, and as soon as you see a little bit of damage there, you know their shield is down, rush in with a bunch of TIE bombers. Alrighty, let's see if we can build something a bit larger to stave off these guys. What are we missing? Destroyer designs, Turbo Laser 2s, Concussion 3s. So let's get the destroyer designs. We can finally get some Star Destroyers and even this fight out a bit. TIE bombers are still in there fighting.
Ship under attack.
They spawned in another 5 of these MC-80s. I think the best way to experience this mod is multiplayer. Because the AI just doesn't know how to handle this many ships. It doesn't know what to build. Like in this case, it's just spamming MC-80s. Now, I may have had my last couple of games on different eras. I don't think I've played post... Here goes a group of TIE fighters. Good luck, guys.
Ship under attack.
I don't think I had it on the post... What is this? This is the post Return to Jedi era. So they didn't have MC-80s maybe in the last time I played. Oh boy. They're closing in on us. We need to stall them some more. So let's bring in a fleet of... What's a ski prey? Yeah, and that's not going to work. We need something bigger, but the research isn't done yet. So we'll just spam some more TIE bombers. And some Corellian heavy gunships. Get a fight going.
Roger. Lock all weapons on target.
The TIE fighters just rushing in. Oof. These Corellian ships just don't have a chance. These corvettes.
Ship under attack.
It just takes that fleet to focus fire on one, and they're gone in seconds.
Confirmed.
They have all the subsystems too, so you can actually target like engines and weapons,
I'm hit.
which is pretty cool. Check our research. 50% done. I want to get a Star Destroyer and even this fight out. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Look at all that gunfire. I'm surprised they were able to get through their research so fast, unless the AI doesn't have to research it. Good grief, there's a single TIE bomber. Haven't even scratched them. These ships can't penetrate the shields. It's a trap! So, checking the research. Oh, so close, and then I'm gonna warp in a bunch of Star Destroyers. Oh, there goes the last of those. And if I had this on build, they would have slaughtered me by now, but almost done. And then the fleet of Star Destroyers.
Research complete.
Research is complete, yes. I can build Victory Class 2s. Produced at the very end of the Clone War, Victory 2 was an attempt to make a cheaper, more combat-worthy vessel by sacrificing the missile launchers and hangar in exchange for heavy armament. Okay. And then there's the Imperial Star Destroyer. The mainstay of the Imperial fleet. Let's do it. Ready? Boom. Boom. Boom.
Attack. Supporting
Hyperspacing in. Get a couple of these bad boys in here.
Resources.
Now, I just spent all my resources on these Star Destroyers. So this is it right here. Textures are so nice, and I love that they actually render the individual guns. One thing that I've always wanted to see... Alright, we gotta get these guys in closer,
Confirmed.
because they've got side weapons that aren't firing. There they are.
Moving while engaging. We've got
The
enemy
turrets.
contact.
In Sins of a Solar Empire, and there's this great Star Wars Warlords mod for that, they have the turrets on there, but the engine doesn't actually have the ability... Ah, we're gonna take one down. Doesn't have the ability to render the turrets moving, or the individual subsystems, which is too bad, really. They do have textures for where blasters hit, and where subsystems have gone down. You'll actually see the wreckage of where a gun was. You can see there's a fire going on there. This one ISD just probably isn't gonna make it.
All going smooth here.
But we are wrecking the Corvettes. Actually, it's pretty even. It's a pretty even fight.
Unable to build. We cannot
See what happens when we focus fire on a single target. Who's almost dead?
Acknowledged.
Everybody fire at this target.
Confirmed.
Intensify forward firepower. Haha. Excellent. Take them down. Destroy them. All of them. See if I can warp you out. Just pull you out of range.
Hyperspace jump.
Hyperspace, if you're gonna play this multiplayer, I recommend you do it with build and research on. That way, you actually have to take out the star bases. This is just a great way of demoing the ships, and you can see the textures and the effects in a quick manner. But real full-on games can take hours, and you can save, which is really, really good. Now, where's our half-destroyed ship? She's way out here. Well, that worked out. I warped her out, and she's staying out of range. They're not focusing on her anymore. Let's see if we can give them some support.
Supporting friendly unit.
Beforehand, the TIE bombers weren't able to do anything on their own, but with a bunch of Star Destroyer support,
Engaging.
I bet they can rip right through those ships. Especially the ones where the shields have failed. There's one. Your shields are down. Come on in. Which one? Is it this one or this one?
I'm hit.
Bottom one.
Ship under attack.
If they can get through the field of fire, see what it looks like from a TIE bomber's perspective.
research complete. New research available.
I'm taking hits here.
Torpedoes away.
I'm taking hits here.
Not bad at all.
Cannot support any further units.
For fans of Sins of the Solar Empire, the Warlords version
Under attack.
of this for Sins actually has one of the it has the lead dev for Star Trek Armada 3 now working on the new textures for that update for that game,
Ship under attack.
for the Sins Warlords mod. So I'm really looking forward to that release. That should be coming out soon.
Ship under attack.
Looks like we're winning. The Star Destroyers, they cannot be stopped.
Confirmed. Moving to intercept.
Oh, what? How are they building Imperial destroyers? I thought I put them as rebel.
Ship under attack.
Ooh, I might have them as militia, so maybe they can build everything. That's unfair. That's not fair at all. All right, guys, well, that wraps up this episode of Mod Library. This is one of the biggest scaled Star Wars games you can play, and I highly recommend this one. Get a buddy, buy yourself an old copy of Sins of a Solar Empire, Homeworld 2, and load this one up. It's been out for a long time, and they're still updating it. It's like 6 years old. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel for more gaming goodness.
Ship under
And
attack.
as always,
I'm hit.
thanks for watching. I will see you guys
I'm taking
next time. Gonna build a ton of Corvettes and just rush in.
Copy.
Jump! Right behind the enemy line.
Hyperspace coordinates locked in.
Get them, gentlemen.
I'm taking hits here. Ship under attack.
Should be coming out of hyperspace any
Ship
second.
under attack.
There they are.
Heading hyperspace. Ship under attack. Supporting friendly units.
And engage.
Confirmed. Ship under attack. Lock all weapons on target. Ship
Ha
under
ha
attack.
ha.
I'm hit. I'm hit. Ship under attack. Ship under attack.